So as we are closing up the year, and I don't know about you, but I'm evaluating how my year went, and really just looking at what worked well, what I'm grateful for, and what my successes were, and also where my challenges are, and also equally grateful for the things that didn't go so well, and some would call failures, right? And I wanted to take a moment and talk about failure, because how you look at this thing called failure can totally set up your 2018. So, oftentimes when people stop doing something is they perceive failure as something negative, something that it didn't go well, they were horrible, all the negative things that they may say about themselves. And the thing is they stop trying. And that's truly when that's when failure occurs, is when you choose to not take a further action and you stop trying. But failure is all a frame of reference. It's all how you perceive something. So I want to reframe failure just as we go into the new year. And it's always a reminder for myself. So failure is really just an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to grow, and it's actually an opportunity to celebrate. One, celebrating the fact that you had the courage to take action in the first place. Second, celebrating that you have the opportunity now to learn from something that may not have gone the way you expected. But this is the beauty if you look at failure a little bit different. One is, failure gives you an opportunity to do what I call course correct, to evaluate a situation and change direction. But there's some cool things in changing direction if you really want to take it on. One is you get to assess and analyze what you did. Your thoughts or your mindset, your behaviors, your actions, your habits, so the things that you automatically do, your support system, and maybe the environment that you're doing this activity in. You get to evaluate all this stuff. And the only reason you have this data that you can evaluate is because you were willing to risk and had the courage to act and end up somewhere other than what you expected. But now you are not further behind, actually. You're further ahead if you want to choose to look at it that way, because now you have new information and you're starting your next step from this place. And again, so you get into action again with your new information, you course correct, and then you act again. And then you may get a little bit further, you may get totally off course, it doesn't matter. But either way, the act of taking action gives you information that allows you to keep moving. So, there's a few things that come out of failure that's really cool. One is there's no awareness, right? And it's only when I or you fail that we actually are able to shift direction, shift a habit, shift a perception, shift something, right? Because it's in that place of failure and the willingness to continue moving, the willingness to keep pursuing that goal, that you actually tap into another level of who you are, your own new level of brilliance, and you start asking yourself great questions. What habits should I change? What behaviors? Who can I get support from? Who do I need to ask? And you begin to trust a new level of yourself. That's what you get access to with failure. So as you go into 2018, I want you to think of failure as this perfect thing that serves you and really is there to expand you. You and I can't grow without failure. Change can't happen without failure. So failure is this thing that's there, that's perfect, that's here to expand you. And in the moment that you see that you haven't arrived where you want and you call it failure, be grateful and say, okay, this is an opportunity for me to get solution focused. This is an opportunity for me to course correct, ask myself wonderful questions, reset, and move again. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. Know that you are just growing and you're in the process of meeting the next best version of yourself every single time you fail, as long as you decide to keep moving and not stop. Right? Failure is the only thing that creates failure is when you choose to give up on yourself, when you choose to give up on your dreams. That's not what's going to happen this year. 2018 is the year that we all fail forward. It's the year that we all fail into growth. It's the year that we all fail and then we expand. It's a new year. It's a new way of looking at everything. Remember, failure is perfect. It is your gift. Take care.